Hello, everybody, and welcome to Formula Worldwide Leagues presents Friday Night Lights. I am your affable host, DonutPuncher 272, joining you live, as always, late on a Friday night here on the East Coast, and we are back. And this week, we are in China, home of Chinese people, Chinese food, and of course, everyone's favorite, the coronavirus. But tonight, we are here for some hot racing action. Race 7 of Season X that is being dominated by that man on your screen right there. That mean man, Double R Lawrence. I'm just now noticing there's a K there. Double R Lawrence is dominating the season. But it was a competitive qualifying tonight, and perhaps we will get ourselves a competitive race. Joining me for tonight's race, as always, is my good digital friend, Massive Noogies. Massive, you had to leave the lobby. I saw that you came back. I hope you're here. And welcome to the race tonight, buddy.
Thanks, homie. Good to be here.
What do you foresee after seeing the majority of the qualifying? I know you had to leave, but eventually it was not hard to guess who was going to take the win, or excuse me, the pole, and perhaps the win tonight, Double R Lawrence. But throughout the field, pretty competitive. Let's leave Double R Lawrence out of the equation tonight. What do you see happening? Who's going to win Formula 1.5 tonight?
Well, my original prediction got thrown out the window because where's Scarthurs? Where's he at? He's not on the grid.
You know what? I'm just now noticing that, Massive. You're right.
So, in that case, that's a tough one. It's anybody's race at this point.
I know there are 18 other drivers out there thanking their lucky stars that they don't see Scarthurs on that grid lineup. Now, Double R Lawrence has seemed to have the measure of Scarthurs this season so far, but even he would be glad to see Scarthurs not here tonight. As it is, we have 19 drivers, a tremendous turnout. Thanks, fellas, boys and girls, all boys tonight. I do not see number 4 here, but hopefully she returns one day. Let's get on board with our second place driver, who looks to be on some Ford tires. And our leader going down into turn 1 will probably be Double R Lawrence because he's on the softs. Either way, let's see what happens. Here we go. 5 lights on, 5 lights off. LFG, Double R Lawrence does indeed get the good start that he needed. He is going to be leading going down into turn 1, but Sketchable slots in very nicely indeed. NXR Gifted fighting with Junior Correa going into turn 1. Junior Correa making the move down the inside. Still fighting, still fighting. Looks like NXR is going to have to give that up here very shortly. Migos, he's here tonight. He's fighting with Novocaine right now. Victor Chaus is fighting with, Victor Chaus is the one fighting with Novocaine. Novocaine going down the inside. A lot of smoke there from NXR Gifted, burning up those rear tires. Massive's making those noises. You know he's paying attention to the back of the field. Massive, why don't you tell us what's going on out there and give us a shout out for Massive TV.
Twitch.tv/Massive Noogies. A lot of action going on here in the back. Old Sweaty Randall at the tail of it. Heat Gang got mixed up with some folks. But he's 4 seconds adrift of, oh shit, Jobin. What happened to Jobin? Jobin and Deffy.
Yep, so Deffy back there, I see him spinning around in the grass. He started back in 19th place. It looked like he had made significant progress because I saw at least 10 cars pass him right there. But he is now at the back of the field. An error-strewn race or night already for Defy, masquerading as Nickelodeon back there. Let's go back to the front of the field. We'll talk about Defy later. He doesn't deserve our time right now. Massive again.
Sorry.
Massive, tell us what's going on. Where are the hot battles right now?
I think it was Moldy and Drum. The Moldy Drum connection. But carry on. Sorry, I'm pretty vocal.
No. I mean, we need to know where the hot battles are. There's hot racing action all over the field right now.
Oh yeah.
HE Pennypacker is fighting TV One Man. They're pulling the old switcheroo through turns 1 and 2, but TV One Man eventually gets the advantage there, and HE Pennypacker has to let it go. Spicy Nuggies down here in 11th place. I'm not sure where he started, but 11th place is nothing to sneeze at as the Schmers drives around the outside. and almost goes into the back of HE Pennybacker, but is able to slow it down in time. Boy, I can only imagine what's going on massive TV right now. It seems like there's battles all over the track. It's hard for me to choose which one to go to.
Well, if our viewers at home, if you're not on a smartphone, or if you are and you have the ability to have split window apps like I do, then you pull up both screens, motherfucker. Otherwise, I mean,
as you were talking there, Massive, we saw a little battle between the Ferraris. Victor Chaus leaving Migos in the dust, as Migos now is coming under heavy threat from Victor Chaus, or excuse me, from Chaos Corrupted, as they go down the DRS straight. Side by side, Migos has lost the position, looks down the inside. Oh, he pulls the old switcheroo, goes down the inside of Chaos Corrupted, and gets back his 7th place. And tries to stay in the DRS range of his teammate Victor Chaus up ahead, and he looks to have done so. Now Victor Chaus has gotten in the DRS range of Novocaine, so Novocaine's going to be under heavy threat here, and his 5th place will be perhaps taken away from him violently by Victor Chaus. We'll keep an eye on that. What I want to keep an eye on here also, though, Massive, is this Junior Correa fella. We see him every once in a while, but he looks like he's putting a hurt on Sketchable right now. Sketchable under major pressure.
Junior C, Junior Seau, that's what we should call
Yeah.
him. That's for all of our
R.I.P.
older viewers. Our younger kids, they don't know who that is. Man,
So
yeah,
I see some
battles.
arrows moving back down here. Spicy Nuggies moving down a position, Massive. Not having the night I think we'd both like him to have, but he still has time to make up some places.
Look at, I don't know if you're looking at the interval like I am, but look at how many drivers. There's a 0 point something between them and the next guy. That's a great start to a race.
I mean, just look at that little mini map there, Massive. There is a rainbow going around that big sweeping corner going onto the DRS straight. Look at that. It's red, orange, and then there's not a yellow, but there's some blues and greens, some browns there at the end.
We've got the gayest grid in digital racing.
So NXR Gifted there pulls a nifty move on Junior Correa as they come out of the DRS straight, going into the hairpin, and now it's NXR Gifted turn to set about Sketchable, who has now fallen 4 seconds behind. Of course, there is a tremendous tire difference as Junior Correa now goes down the inside of NXR Gifted. NXR Gifted holds the inside now as they come through turn 3, and it looks like NXR is going to be able to hold on to his position, but all this fighting not helping. Boys, they're not working together. Massive, we see it every week. Not gonna do it.
Laurent's already 4 seconds out in 4 laps. Is that the trend for the night? Is he going to pull out a second every single lap? Because I saw his qualifying time, and that just pissed me off how quick it was.
It was very handy, wasn't it? You know, I watch his onboard, and I look at his telemetry, and we raced here, of course, last night, and I see him applying almost full throttle in areas that I would be braking in. He's quite good. I'm also quite crap. Last night being the first time that I had driven China on this F123, and I did not have a very good time. But it looks like we have plenty of drivers here having a good time. Our DRS train is, for the most part, staying intact, and that means, looking at these the tires on the screen, we're going to have mixed strategies throughout the race. This is going to be very interesting as this race unfolds.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
We had
damn.
yep, we had a Williams back there making
Yep.
a dive bomb. He ran it to the side, I believe, of Spicy Nuggies. Took another driver with him, TRL Drum, I believe. 3-car accident there caused by, I think, I already forgot who. Oh, it was the Williams.
It was.
It was Fakasha, wasn't it? It was the bread man.
Yep. I had my camera firmly planted on his car when he did it.
It was a dive bomb, wasn't it?
I seen it.
Fakasha, you can't escape. Massive saint it. Fakasha
Cool, yeah.
earlier in the Discord wants everybody not to race tonight because he wants to watch the sprint.
Well, I won't spoil it for you because I had it on at the same time.
Yeah, no
What?
spoilers, Massive.
Quite
Normal
a lot
people
of
were
action
pausing
in
it.
the last half of the race. I'll give you that.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Yeah, yeah.
Massive, we've lost a driver here, though.
Drum.
We've lost a driver. TRL Drum is dead. And he's left the session.
Carson Daly's gone.
He is gone. So now Sweaty Randall is our last place driver. So let's find ourselves some hot racing action here. We have little gaps all over the field. I think the smallest one right now is Victor Chaus coming up on the rear of Migos. These two have been battling for quite a few laps now. Migos looking down the inside of himself, and he sees Chaos Corrupted is there and ready to make a move. Chaos Corrupted down into the hairpin, makes the move, and that move is Dunzo. Chaos Corrupted now moves up to the 7th place, and Migos now is going to have to fend off the sexual advances of H.E. Pennypacker, who he himself is only 1/10 behind. Uh-oh! Migos has gone wide. He is struggling badly right now. H.E. Pennypacker should be able to take advantage of this. You would think he would, as you saw Migos go wide there on your screen. Yep, H.E. Pennypacker down the inside of Migos. Unable to complete the move, though.
And
Migos is struggling badly with the lack. Oh, no. Oh, boy.
Dirty.
Migos just pushed H.E. Pennypacker right off the track. Put that move in its place. That one might have to go to the stews after the race. The Schmers was right behind all that. He saw all that happen. He knows what's going on right now. He sees that Migos is out of control.
We got some angry fellas.
We do. We have a developing battle here between Fakasha and Spicy Nuggies. Fakasha has made his way through. I think he's already speared the side of Spicy Nuggies once, so perhaps Spicy Nuggies, fearing more mechanical damage from that Williams, just gets out of the way. But those two have fallen back behind due to the actions of Fakasha a few laps ago. We'll keep it on here for a second. Perhaps Spicy might mete out some mechanical retribution of his own.
Woo! Man, Schmers, he's getting a double overtake here on the back straight.
Oh, wow. Double pass there from the Schmers on H.E. Pennypacker and Migos. Let's get back to the Fakasha Spicy Nuggies battle. Spicy Nuggies has absolutely nothing for him. And now the Schmers has lost both positions.
Thought he was hot shit. He was listening to us on the broadcast. He said, check this out, you pieces of shit. And then he got passed by both of them all over again.
So now Migos and H.E. Pennypacker fighting through turns 1 and 2, going side by side. That's the thing about turns 1 and 2 here at Gina, is it really does lend itself to some hot side-by-side racing action.
Yeah, very love-hate relationship with this track. When the racing's close, it's fantastic. When it's not, man, it's a lonely place to be.
I kind of think of it as though a proper F1 track.
Yeah,
when I think of an F1 track, I usually think of European tracks, but if I'm not thinking of a European track, I think of something like this. It's big, it's wide, it's open, it's fast, it has slow, fast, medium corners, it has empty grandstands. There's just something about this track that makes me think, yeah, this is a proper Formula One track. I don't know why I think that, but that's just how I feel about it.
Oh, Schmers, he's going to do it again. He's going to try it again.
He is absolutely going to do it again, so now he goes down the inside of Migos. We got a terrible camera angle here, so we really can't bring that to you. Now he's going down the outside of Migos, so Migos is trying to fight back on the inside. Careful, Migos, careful. He is careful. He watches his P's and Q's there. Oh, wow, Schmers goes down the inside right before the final corner. What a nifty little move there by the Schmers. Is he going to be able to hold off the chasing horde now without DRS? He's turning on his ERS. He's running out of battery as H.E. Pennypacker looks to move down the inside. That's going to compromise him.
Oh, no.
As now Migos comes to fight back. Uh-oh, no. H.E. Pennypacker has lost it. And so has the cameraman lost H.E. Pennypacker. So he's now moved from what was a battle for 8th place down into 14th place, and he joins the Spicy Nuggies Fakasha battle. Careful, as Migos and Schmers are fighting again. Boy, talk about some hot racing action. Let's give a little bit of love to our front-running drivers here. I know we've been stuck in the midfield. This is going to be a fun midfield race. Up at the front, Double R Lawrence just pounding out the laps right now. 6-second advantage. At some point, there will be a tire crossover. Will it matter? Such as the pace of Double R Lawrence. Sketchable 6 seconds behind. NXR Gifted back in DRS range, dragging Junior Correa with them. In a lonely fifth place back here, it is Victor Chaus. Eventually, now Novocaine has caught up with him because of that tire offset. But Novocaine is having to deal with the sexual advances of Chaos Corrupted. So everyone is kind of broken off into pairs here.
Watching yet
and again,
another
we see a Schmers Migos battle.
Both of them with very little ERS. Uh-oh, we got a yellow flag. What we got? What's going on here? Oh, it's
What's happened back there?
Koina and Spicy.
Oh my goodness me. Fakasha's got himself a penalty for that 5 second, for that collision with Spicy Nuggies. What is he doing back there,
God.
Fakasha?
Oh, shit.
Wow, now they both go into the pits together. Are they going to get out of their cars and fight?
I hope so. It's like Blades of Steel on the Nintendo.
Oh, Blades of Steel. I love that. Did you go with skinny guys or fat guys?
Always with skins. Oh, Spicy's out.
Oh, no, we have a retirement from Spicy.
He said,
Oh,
fuck
yeah,
it. I'm not doing this.
I know Spicy's going to get in this Discord.
He's going to light it up.
He is absolutely going to light it up. So Fakasha now serving that 5 second penalty for whatever sexual assault he performed on Spicy Nuggies. And he goes back out into the race. Spicy Nuggies has left the session. Spicy, come into the chat. Come into the, well, not the party chat, of course. We don't just let interlopers come in here. But come into the Discord chat or the Twitch chat. Let us know how angry you are. I don't know what happened. But something happened to make you leave, and we want to tell the world about it.
Yeah, we got no activity on our Twitch stream, so for those of you that are watching, and I see there's at least 6 of you, twitch.tv/Formula West Leagues. Tell us how we are doing, tell us how the grid is doing, and then of course, if you're one of our racers, and you're able to multitask like I'm sure Laurence is, text us there.
Yeah, Laurence. Just let the AI drive for a lap or two and come talk to us.
No one's gonna know. No one can see you. You're so far ahead. No one knows.
Well, Massive, I know you like to keep it on the back of the field here, but we do finally have a hell of a battle going on for second, third, and fourth place. I hope they're not fighting too much and costing themselves time, because they are going to have a huge tire advantage here come the end of the race. But NXR Gifted, Sketchable, and Junior Correa putting on a show for the final 2 podium positions right now.
Well, I've got my main screen, well, my Xbox feed, and then I've got the main FNL pulled up on my computer so I can watch both. So I'm going to be turning my head quite a bit. I think right now we're watching similar battles.
You're a real Renaissance man there with those 2 screens.
I do what I can. It's all for the league.
Hey, man, the more screens, the merrier, you know? Love screens.
Best Buy, tell them what I'm in need of. Hey, man, I'm doing this fucking stream. They're like, here, bro, take this. Spend all my money for FNL. I wouldn't even have an Xbox, whatever pass if it wasn't for FNL. 18, 19 bucks a month I spend just to be here for an hour a week.
Wow. Is it really $18 a month for Xbox Live?
Yeah, whatever thing I have, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's called anymore.
My God. That's too much.
It is too much.
You know, speaking of that, actually, Massive, I play FIFA a lot with my brother. We're kind of some of the best players in the world. It's not a big deal, but I had an Xbox One, and he was always annoyed with me because we had to play down the older version of the game. So I finally cracked, and I bought an Xbox Series X last weekend. And I raced on F123 last night for the first time, and I can confirm that it is just as shite on the Xbox Series X as it is on the Xbox One.
Oh, yeah. No surprise there at all.
Yeah, no change. It absolutely sucks. I hate it. Same for FIFA. I've never played a game that I've disliked more than FIFA. I wish there was any other game company that made a football game, but alas, there is not. It is an Oh, it's a shocking game. Just awful. Hate it.
I wish I could tell you I knew what you meant. I don't think I've ever played a single FIFA title. They seem
Wow.
cool though. They seem fun. You know, I don't know.
In spite of themselves, they are fun, but much like this video game, but for different reasons, it stinks. So, let's reset here, Massive. Let's reset. Lap 12. We know that we don't have a battle for the lead, although the interval is fluctuating around just above 6 seconds. Our second, third, and fourth place drivers seem to be set. And from there, I don't know what to make of this race right now. We have varying strategies, but the tire differences don't really seem to be making that much of a difference.
No, let's see here. Let me get to the tire. All right, there we go. Wow. So the game recommends if you're on a medium tire that you will be doing, I believe it's 13 laps.
So pit stop soon. Okay.
Pit stop soon. And Laurent's up there on the softs to pull out a 6+ second lead on softs by 11 laps. Man, that's impressive. So
I think we can safely say we've hit the crossover point, and he has, like, he's overcome it.
yeah. So I'd be
Through
curious
just
to see,
sheer pace.
does he go on to mediums? You know, why not? Clearly he can do it if he's doing this on softs.
Yeah, you're right. Let's see if Double R Lawrence comes in this time. That might give some indication as to what he has planned out for this race, as the guys behind him continue to play tummy sticks. Double R Lawrence is not going into the pits yet. Not going into the pits. So that's going to be 12 laps of hard racing on those soft tires from Double R Lawrence. It just gets more and more impressive all the time.
What interesting, sketchy following along with him. He decided to stay out of the slipstream of Gifted.
Oh, no, Massive. Did you just see what happened?
Was
Junior
that
Correa
chaos?
fell off the
Oh,
back of that little
shit.
train as you were talking.
Pac-Man into the wall.
Oh,
Adam
no.
Jones.
We're going to get back to that. We'll get back to Adam Jones, a personal hero of mine. So now we have pit stops aplenty coming right now. Massive was making noises there, so you know the race is hotted up.
Jobin almost put it in the wall coming into the pit.
So we've got Defy now into the pits, Joban into the pits, out of the pits. So quite a few drivers now making some pit stops. We know we're going to have a lot more coming up here soon. You said H.E. Pennypacker into the wall. What wall was he into, Massive?
He's in all of them. He's missing a right end plate, and he decided he didn't want to pit. I think that was before the start finish. Could be wrong, but either way, he's definitely doing a lap or more with no right end plate. Such a shame. He was doing so well, having some good battles.
Yeah, he was having a very good race, and I'm sure, at least, if not, you know, a successful, from a point standpoint, race. He was having a lot of fun out there racing with his friends.
So checking the incident screen, I'm not seeing that he made contact with anybody, so it may have just been his own doing. But looking at
Massive again. Double R Lawrence has stayed out.
Jeez. All right.
He is losing a little bit of time though, so he is giving a little bit of hope to the drivers behind him. The problem is now that with this extension of his stint, he seems like he's going to, well, he almost certainly will be able to go on the medium tires at this point. Easily should be able to go on the medium tires.
So he made a similar mistake in Japan. We saw that. Deffy and Sketchy caught up to him.
That's true.
I don't know if we'll see the same thing this time because I'm not sure that Gifted and Sketchy are quite working together here.
Yeah, that is a bit of a problem, isn't it?
A bit of a problem.
The gap, though, is 4.7 seconds, so Double R Lawrence is paying for this
Oh yeah,
medium tire
he's definitely going
in
in.
blood. Yeah, he's got to go in this time. He's risking a puncture if he doesn't, surely.
Let's see what happens.
Now, he might say that's none of your business, and don't call me Shirley.
Oh, he's going in.
NXR Gifted and Sketchable continuing to battle it out, really costing each other time. Double R Lawrence now finally going to the pit, risking the Lewis Hamilton-esque delamination. Slows down right in time. My God, that was absolutely perfect.
Another questionable race tactic by Sketchy. But I'll let Sketchy do Sketchy. The Gifted decides
we'll be able
to
to
back
talk to him
out.
tonight when he's on the podium. You'll be able to ask him.
I just may. Careful now.
What did he do that you didn't like?
He got out of the slipstream pretty quick, and he wasn't using much. He didn't use ERS until really late, and he got lucky that Gifted decided to back out pretty early. So instead of just making the easy overtake, not lose any time, I don't know.
They had to fight a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was just an effort to save a little bit of ERS. I don't know.
Well, unfortunately for Sketchable and NXR Gifted, they are really not going to have any kind of tire advantage on Double R Lawrence, but fortunately for them, they look nailed on here for podium finishes. It would take a tremendous mistake from either one of them to lose a podium here. They're going to be going on the preferred tire strategy. I suppose they could stay out a little bit longer and maybe go on the softs. Now they know how long the soft tire will last. They're both into the pits now, wisely coming in together so they can continue on with this little DRS train they've had. Oh boy, almost into the rear of Sketchable, but NXR Gifted and Sketchable both get it slowed down. So let's see what tires they go on. Sketchable goes on the mediums, as does NXR Gifted. So they will have a one-lap tire advantage over Double R Lawrence. That's probably not going to be enough. Not going to do it.
That gap's going to be pretty massive when Sketchy gets out.
Yeah, so Double R Lawrence, not only the faster driver, but he had the one-lap undercut there as well. So that is correct. There's about a 7.5-second gap for Sketchable to make up, but I think that's probably going to be a little bit too much to overcome. NXR Gifted has fallen out of DRS range. That's a problem. Sketchable goes down the inside of Senior Heat Gang back into second place, and now it's up to NXR Gifted to get back up there with them so they can hang out together.
What we got?
Uh-oh, we have
Pac-Man.
a crash back here. Yep, H.E. Pennypacker
Pac-Man
spinning
again.
around in circles here at the start-finish line.
He's still missing that end plate. Is he missing the
What
other
is he
one now?
doing?
Nope, just the right one. Whew.
No, look, on my screen he's got it back. He's got fresh new tires. He eventually did go into the pits.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Let's give a shout out to one of our favorite drivers here, Massive Nick Arrow, a.k.a. Defy. Looks like he's having an absolutely torrid night.
Yeah, last time I checked in with him was whenever he had that incident and was at the back of the pack. And this, as far as his driving skills are concerned, this may as well be back of the pack for him, because he should be battling for a podium spot.
He absolutely should be. He completely borked qualifying. A couple of laps went out there, did absolutely nothing, and that ultimately has cost him here in the race. I can't remember if it was last week or the week before when we talked to him on the podium, and you remember he went through a whole priest confessional session, committed to confessed to 3 or 4 sins.
Some murders.
I don't know how many penalties he got in that race, but he probably deserved a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, he was like, yeah, I murdered this guy in this turn. Murdered that dude.
He did. And then I asked him if he had any more confessions to make, and he's like, yeah, on this turn I did that, and on the final lap I did that. It was great. He's good fun, isn't he, that Defy?
Old Pat Duffy.
Oh, Patrick Duffy.
Oh, Pac-Man. He finally called it a day. In the pits.
Yep, he's had enough of that. You know, we still haven't heard from Spicy Noogies, Massive. I wonder what happened.
Yeah, I don't know, but Facoina, whatever we're gonna call him,
Fakasha, yeah.
Fakasha, he's got well, he had. Let me pull up the penalties here. Well, he had a 5-second penalty for his contact with Spicy, so he must have served that in the pit. That's pretty serious if the game gives you 5
Massive.
seconds.
No one has any penalties. Commentator's curse. There's the first one of the night. TV1 man. As on your screen, you see Chaos Corrupted going past Victor Chaus. I feel like Chaos Corrupted has really improved recently, Massive. Am I imagining things?
Maybe as far as consistency. I feel like Chaos has always been pretty quick, just super inconsistent.
That really is the final hurdle. You know, you've always been quick, Massive, but you didn't become Mark Martin until you became consistent.
Yeah, now I'm consistently second.
That's exactly what I meant.
On a related note, I got to race with TTV one man 2 days ago, and he was super quick. And now he's down in 13th, and I think that's kind of indicative of the Wednesday night league versus Friday night.
So you raced in the Wednesday night league this week?
I did, yeah.
How'd you do?
5th, last.
Very nice, Massive. Very nice.
Next to last to 5th.
Wow.
But
what a
yeah,
reserve
CTV,
performance.
He was on a different tire strategy anyway, but he just blew by me.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Novocaine hitting the rear of Junior Correa. So Junior Correa was in with a shout for a podium, and now he's back here fighting for 4th, 5th, 6th. Uh-oh. Defy is out. Defy is out. So his dead body, where is his dead body at?
It's in the
we're about to pass
pits.
it. Where is it?
He's in the pits.
Oh, he went to the pits. Oh, he just went to the pits and died. He's not going to cause a safety car, which would be quite helpful right now.
We've got some messages on our Twitch. Pac-Man, he says, a little too much tire pressure. Not even wings in the rear caused my car to be a failure. Undrivable. not enough wings. So spins galore. It was all on Pac-Man. Well, Pac-Man, if you're listening, I saw you have some good battles there. With the wall. No, you did. You had some good battles there for a little bit.
Yes, I agree. H.E. Pennypacker provided some tremendous entertainment tonight.
Ooh,
had a
Aston
long-standing feud with a few drivers. Yeah, Aston on Aston action here. Aston to Aston. And the Schmers makes the move on the soft tire of Moldy Dragon. So the Schmers showing some pace here right now on these new Horde tires as he looks to go catch up with his old homie Migos.
Are they homies?
I don't know. I just sort of made that up.
Oh, okay. This isn't good for Moldy if he's getting passed on
yeah, no.
his teammate who's on hards versus his softs.
Not good. That's a real Lance Stroll, Fernando Alonso situation there.
Yeah.
At the Aston Martin team. Lance Stroll.
What a punchline,
What a
right?
dum-dum. Just, God. All right, Massive. Well, the race is settled in here. It looks like a lot of these positions are pretty much set in stone at this point. We might, and it doesn't look like we're going to have a safety car. It's been a very well-behaved field for the most part, so we might as well go into cakes and pies. Cakes and pies. I can't remember who started last week, but You have a preference, or would you like me to go?
You can go ahead. I've got to pull up a link here to help me discuss mine. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I, I'm just a total waffle slut, and I have had probably 12 to 13 waffles since the last time we spoke.
God.
And I'm gonna have waffles when we get off the blower here. I'm like Leslie Knope of F1.
Who?
I fucking love waffles. And what?
Who's that? What?
Leslie Knope from Parks and Recreation,
Oh, is that
the TV
what's her
show, the
name?
hit TV show.
What's her name? What's her real name?
Amy Poehler.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So if you've never seen the show, it's about a town in Indiana where everyone is very fat. Uh-oh, TV One Man is dead. TV
Oh.
One Man is dead.
He did.
Oh, he's done it in the pit lane. You selfish son of a bitch. You couldn't have just gone and hit a wall.
5
My
drivers
God.
out.
Anyway, set in rural Indiana. Everyone there is fat, but not Leslie Knope. She's very pretty, but her favorite food are waffles, and it happen to be one of my favorite foods. I've had many donuts from gas stations this week as well. I would say 6 gas station donuts this week, and so it's not necessarily a week of uniqueness or extravagance, other than just a week of volume, if you know what I mean. Just packing in as many baked goods as I can.
You got it.
That's been my week in baked goods. What do you got?
Shit, this website's taking forever. Fuck it. My wife is a big fan of crumble cookies.
Yeah.
Yours is the same? Yours is also?
No, my wife doesn't actually really like sweets like that, which is
No.
so great because I never have to worry about her eating any of my sweets. And she doesn't drink milk, so I can just drink straight out of the jug. It's fucking
shit.
awesome.
I don't drink milk either, but you said your wife is a Latina, which makes sense because I think we had this discussion before. The Latinas, they don't really like a lot of like sugary things.
No, their baked goods aren't quite as sweet as ours. They're much more, much less sugary.
Yeah. Well, anyway, yes, so my wife got some of those delivered to the house last night.
Some crumbles?
Some crumble cookies.
Nice.
But she doesn't go out for anything. She has everything delivered.
Perfect. What a perfect way to waste money.
Yeah. So what did she get? It was like a four pack. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, I think you need to get at least 4 to make it worth your while.
Yeah.
For a cookie delivery.
Yeah.
God, that's the most American thing I've ever heard in my life.
And I mean, they are some, badass cookies. I'll give them that.
Yes. Yes.
One was like a double-decker maple with some sort of maple filling in between them. Pretty good.
Yes.
Super decadent. So I usually take a bite into one of those, and I'm like, God damn, that's about all I can handle.
They if I remember correctly, when I've had them, they're sort of almost like so thick they're uncooked in the middle a little bit. Is that true? Is that correct? They have a sort of uncooked quality to them, at least the ones that I've had.
Like crumble cookies in general?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so.
Isn't that so good?
Yo, yeah, for sure.
Oh God, you just made me want to have cookie dough. How many times have you just eaten cookie dough?
Like actual cookie dough or cookie dough flavored stuff?
Well, like cookie dough. Like my mom makes chocolate chip cookies that are super dope, and I eat the shit out of the cookie dough. But also, if you just, like when we were teenagers, we would get way high and just go to the store and buy actual cookie dough and just stand around in the kitchen and just eat cookie dough until we had tummy aches.
Yeah.
Love cookie dough.
Yeah, cookie dough is fantastic. And I feel like it wasn't until like the past 10 years that companies started to figure out, oh shit, we need to start making cookie dough flavored things.
Yes.
Like how did that take so long?
I don't know, but you're
Companies
right.
were so dumb for so long.
What if they put, instead of the white filling on an Oreo, they put cookie dough in there?
Look at this courtesy.
Yeah, this Victor I'm
Yeah.
sorry. This Victor Chouse battle with Novocaine and Chaos Corrupted has been very spicy indeed, as Massive and I have been pontificating about all sorts of different baked goods. And
Chaos.
cookie
Chaos
dough.
is in there too.
God damn it. Yeah, Chaos. We got 2 Chaoses in there. One of them, Victor Chouse, noted NFT salesman. Chaos Corrupted back here, and Novocaine leading the way. This is a tasty little ding-dong we probably will be going on for the rest of the race. Novocaine going to be suffering, but the hard tires behind him are just a little bit older, so perhaps it'll be relatively even. That is the only battle we have on track right now, so we will spend the next 4 laps with these 3.
Hang on. Did you say noted NFT sales?
Yeah.
What the hell? Where did that come from?
Victor Chouse. This is all South Park related.
Okay.
So the post-pandemic special, which is on Paramount Plus, they're all 50 years old at this point. They're in the future, and Butters is no longer Butters. He's now his alter ego, Victor Chouse.
Oh, okay.
And every
So that's where
person
we got
he
that
meets,
from. All right.
yes, every person he meets, he financially ruins by selling them NFTs.
Oh, all right. I thought maybe you actually knew something about this dude that you wanted to share with our viewers.
Well, Victor Chouse being a fictional character, I think doesn't really negate the need for the viewers to know about him and know who he is.
Okay.
So
No,
I
you're
think
right.
we did
You're
everyone
right.
a favor there.
Pretty funny though.
So you remember Butters, but he would be Professor Chaos when he'd put on this little aluminum helmet.
Oh man, I forget what year it was that I wasn't keeping up with South Park anymore, but I mean we're talking 20 years at least.
Well, that's
And
too bad.
And then it just became kind of watching episodes here and there.
Yeah. Well, you don't have children, and I don't have children. And I feel like because I don't have children, I haven't quite really grown up yet, even though I'm certainly of age and have accomplishments that would indicate that I'm grown up. And part of that not growing up process is trying as hard as I can to continue loving irreverent comedy such as South Park.
Now, does your wife watch South Park with you? Because I can almost guarantee she doesn't.
She does not, although occasionally she will ask me, will you please put on a South Park episode, something that I find funny while we're eating?
Really?
And she also, rather hilariously, always wants me to sing the Kim Jong-il song, I'm So Ronry, from Team America to her.
Which is a good one, by the way.
It is a good one.
There's definitely some lines from that movie I quote occasionally.
I do as well, for sure. I do as well.
Like,
Love
Bath me
that
off.
movie.
Fuck yeah. I tell you where the real good quotes are at though is Orgasmo.
God, I've seen that. That must have been like 25 years ago.
Yeah, it was like 98-ish.
Yeah.
Well, shit. 1.5 laps left, something like that. Or no, 2.5 laps.
Yeah. Massive, why don't we do a little bit of inventory here? And let's talk about Double R Lawrence and what he is doing to this league and what kind of
Let's do it.
lead he is going to have in the standings. I mean, it must be somewhat ridiculous here.
Yeah, so as of before this race, he had a 43-point lead. Now, if the race were to end now, they use standard F1 scoring for FNL, correct?
Probably.
He's going to have a 50-point lead after tonight.
And this will be, what, his 4th race win of the season? 5th?
Fifth
Wow.
race win of the season.
So, Double R Lawrence 1 lap away from his 5th race win of the season. A 50-point lead in the championship with only 5 rounds to go, I believe.
Yeah,
I would say,
rounds,
yeah, I think it's time to start calling him champion-elect.
And this race will put him at 8 of 8 podiums.
Wow.
So 100% podium rate.
You know, I wouldn't mind seeing Double R Lawrence race in whatever league he races in when he's actually trying.
7 of 7. This is race number 7. Sorry. Yeah, I think in case Ted is out there listening, I don't know about you, Donut, but I would love to see some reverse grid races. I want to see these guys start at the back.
Yes. Yeah. Totally agree. Not only would it be fun to watch them come through the field, but it would be very fun to watch the guys who would be placed in front of them defend, because the guys who would be in front of them are not slow.
Yeah,
I think it
see
would provide plenty of hot racing action.
How many murders take place on the track when he's got to slice through like Norman Bates? Well, here we are. Last lap.
Yep, one final lap and one final chance now for Novocaine, Victor Chouse, and Chaos Corrupted to get one over on each other. Who is going to come out ahead of this little battle?
We've got pretty identical batteries there. Pretty close.
And probably pretty close on the tires as well. Oh boy, we're going to do the podium interviews, and then I will be down in my kitchen eating some waffles, watching the sprint race. I'm really looking forward to that. Mainly the waffle part, but here we go. Down the DRS straight, one mo time. Novocaine with a 7/10 gap. Probably insurmountable. And as I say that, Double R Lawrence has already crossed the line. Double R Lawrence should win it tonight. Double R Lawrence wins the Chinese Grand Prix. But let's get back to the DRS straight as Victor Chouse looking to go around the outside of the hairpin. Can he hold it? No, he doesn't even try to. He's going to pull the switch on. Is it going to work? It's not going to work. Novocaine goes into the lead into the final corner. Well, into the lead for 5th place, that is, of course. Novocaine crosses the line in 5th. Victor Chouse in 6th, and Chaos Corrupted in 7th. Getting back up to the front here, Double R Lawrence, again, your winner. Sketchable in 2nd. NXR Gifted, a very good race in 3rd.
What the hell?
Massive making noises. That's a weird time to be making noises at the end of the race like that.
I think Heat Gang ran out of gas, and Moldy almost rear-ended him. And then he just left.
So, will he lose his classification?
Well,
he DNF'd, it says.
Ted ain't going to be happy about that. It's going to mess with.
Is he not going to get credit for that now?
I think he'll get it, but it's going to mess with the race data. And while we're waiting on some folks to join our chat, checking out the Discord.
Seeing if there's any angry drivers in there.
Well, Ted's angry. So Heat Gang, please don't leave the lobby before the session is over.
These people are always angering Ted. They just don't learn, do they? Yeah, Heat Gang says he should be in the points, but he's not because he DNF'd. You silly boy. So let's invite some podium drivers in here. Let's go with, of course, Sketchable. We talk to Sketchable every week. We do like a Sketchable. Invite to my porty. and NXR Gifted. And we're going to talk to Junior Correa for the first time tonight, Massive.
Let's do it. Do it.
All right, so let's give our drivers a second here to join. We've got 2 of 3 so far. Well, it looks like we're going to have 2 of 3. We'll give Junior Correa a chance to join, and if he doesn't, then we'll just talk to 2 drivers tonight. Sketchable, second place. Again, that might be getting to be an uncomfortable feeling for you after a while here, Sketchable. Are you becoming discouraged with the pace of Double R Lawrence?
No, I expected that. I've been here long
So
enough
you're
to
happy
know.
winning Formula 1.5?
Yes. I've been here long enough
You know-
to know that I'm finally getting dethroned, and I'm like, now I know what it's like to be everybody else. But all in all, race was good. I look at it was good. I just wanted to get at a P2, get that consistency is key moment.
Well, you're consistent as hell right now, Sketchable. You've had a bunch of podiums this season. I'm sure you're in second place. You're
Yeah.
winning Formula 1 1.5.
Yeah.
And as ever, congratulations on your second place. Thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you next week.
Thank you.
And now we get to our third place driver, NXR Gifted. We've talked to you a couple times this season, NXR Gifted, but a good race from you tonight. And you had a nice little battle there with Sketchable and Junior Correa for a while, but then it sort of fell apart, and then you had a bit of a lonely race there at the end.
Yeah, at the end, like 5 laps ago, I had about 30% battery left, and I started to use it. And that's when I started closing the gap to Sketchy, but then had one bad exit out of that long right-hander onto the straight, and that was it, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah. Are you of the same mind of Sketchy? This Double R Lawrence doesn't bother you at all?
No, not really. He's fast enough to where it's a guaranteed unless he crashes. So, don't bother about it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that Defy wasn't up there with him tonight. He could have provided the crashing that we needed, but unfortunately Defy was crashing himself at the back of the field. Either way, NXR Gifted, congratulations on your third place finish, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Massive, before we go, as ever, I'd like to ask you if you have any nuggets of wisdom that you'd like to impart on us before we go.
Did I say I had one earlier? Because if I did, I don't remember.
No, but I think what we should leave tonight on is the thought of what we were talking about earlier, which was an Oreo filled with cookie dough.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
a great idea.
I think that might be our defining contribution to society when it's all said and done. But Massive, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Thank you to our 19 drivers. Well done, boys. 19 drivers tonight. Thanks so much for joining us. Thanks so much to everyone out there for joining us. Skipping the F1 sprint race, I can tell you who won. You already know who won, even if you haven't watched it.
Don't you
And thanks
dare
to
say
everybody
it.
for coming back on the stream later on throughout the week. But it's time to say goodbye for now. I am DonutPuncher 272, doing exactly that. Goodbye.